Medial longitudinal bundle. It is an association tract, consists of longitudinally arranged nerve fibers ascending and descending, which run medially in the brain stem, midbrain, pons, and medulla oblongata. In the spinal cord, however, it is continuous as the sulcomarginal tract. It receives fibers from the vestibular nuclei of both sides. Vestibular nuclei are four in number: inferior, superior, medial, and lateral. They are concerned with equilibrium. It receives fibers also from the lateral lemniscus, which is concerned with hearing. Medial longitudinal bundle also receives fibers from the superior colliculus, which is concerned with visual reflexes. Medial longitudinal bundle gives fibers to ocular, consists of fibers that connect with the third, the fourth, and the sixth cranial nerves, and they are concerned with eye movements. Gives fibers to cranial nuclei. The fibers connect the cranial nuclei together. The connection between the 7th, the 11th, and the 12th cranial nerves. It gives fibers also to the extrapyramidal centers, connecting them together in the brain stem. Therefore, medial longitudinal bundle coordinates eye and neck muscle movements in response to appearance, visual, and hearing stimuli. Red nucleus is an oval mass of gray matter present in the tegmentum of the superior midbrain. It is called red nucleus because it appears red in fresh sections due to the presence of iron pigment. The cells in its upper two-thirds are small in size, while the cells in its lower part are large and give origin to the rubrospinal tract. Red nucleus receives fibers from the frontal lobe of the cerebral cortex, the nuclei of the cerebellum of the opposite side, via the superior cerebellar peduncle and globus pallidus of the same side. The red nucleus gives fibers to efferent fibers to the cerebral cortex, dentate nucleus of the cerebellum as rubrocerebellar tract, the thalamus as rubrothalamic tract, motor cranial nuclei as rubrobulbar tract, reticular formation of the brain stem, midbrain, pons, and medulla as rubroreticular tract, and reach the spinal cord as the reticulospinal tract. Inferior olivary nucleus, rubro-olivary tract, the spinal cord as the rubrospinal tract. Therefore, the red nucleus gives fibers to all parts of the central nervous system, the cerebral cortex, the cerebellum, the brain stem, and the spinal cord. Diagram of cranial nerves associated with the brain stem. The lower four cranial nerves are present in the medulla. Glossopharyngeal nerve number 9, has two motor and one sensory nuclei. Motor nuclei are upper part of the nucleus ambiguous, inferior salivary nucleus. Sensory nucleus is middle part of solitary nucleus. The vagus nerve, which is number 10, has two motor and one sensory nuclei. Motor nuclei are the middle part of the nucleus ambiguous and the dorsal motor nucleus. Sensory nucleus is the lower part of the solitary nucleus. Accessory nerve nerve number 11, has two motor nuclei. Lower part of the nucleus, ambiguous, cranial nucleus, and spinal nucleus from the anterior horn cells of the upper 5 or 6 cervical segments. It is concerned with the movements of the neck and larynx. Hypoglossal nerve, nerve number 12, has a motor nucleus present in the floor of the fourth ventricle for tongue movements and speech. The middle 4 cranial nerves present in the bones. Trigeminal nerve number 5 has one motor and 3 sensory nuclei. Motor nucleus is the motor nucleus supplying the muscles of mastication. Sensory nuclei are spinal nucleus, carries pain and temperature. Main sensory nucleus carries simple touch. Mesencephalic nucleus carries proprioceptive sensation. Abducent nerve, nerve number 6, has a motor nucleus for the lateral rectus muscle of the eye. Then facial nerve, nerve number 7, has two motor and one sensory nuclei. Motor nuclei are motor nucleus supplying the face muscles. Superior salivary nucleus. Sensory nucleus is the upper part of the solitary nucleus. Vestibulocochlear nerve, nerve number 8, has two divisions. Cochlear or auditory for hearing arises from the dorsal and ventral cochlear nuclei. Vestibular for equilibrium arises from the superior, inferior, lateral and medial vestibular nuclei. Upper 2 cranial nerves are present in the midbrain. Oculomotor nerve, nerve number 3, is present in the superior midbrain and it is motor to the eye muscles. Trochlear nerve, nerve number 4, is present in the inferior midbrain and it is motor to the eye muscles also.
Optic nerve, the second cranial nerve. Optic nerve is a tract of the central nervous system and not a true nerve, formed from axons of the ganglion cells of the retina. It carries the visual pathway. Olfactory nerve, nerve number 1. It is a tract of the central nervous system and not a true nerve, formed from the axons of the bipolar nerve cells present in the olfactory epithelium. It carries the olfactory sensation.